This is 5th period Spanish, and you're watching
Rider News!
Rider News, got the brighter views, got the inside looks and the interviews. Every student better watch us, always moving, never stop us. One of the greatest, like a goddess, like a balloon, you'll never pop us. Everybody wanna get a love to us, ain't nobody ready for the package up. One of the greatest stations, we made it, don't ever hate it, don't stage it, cause we created the famous display of greatness. Superb, diamond display is the eagle, huge bird, yeah. Watch it in advisory, watch it in the library. This should be your primary amazing news source. Going through the school course, understand the news sports. Every Wednesday 2-4 in a month. Brighter sun, here we are and here we come. Yeti go, Yeti flow, everything that you should know. My name's Retrack, know you've seen that. Everything that you know, we mean that. Brighter crew, tighter screw, that's what we call Rider News.
Thank you to 5th period Spanish for a great shout out. Welcome back to our weekly program, Rider News. We hope you enjoyed the new look to our show this semester. We sure enjoyed putting it together. I'm Tisha McGray.
And I'm Ruby. It's Wednesday, February 6, 2019, and Rider News is on location here on campus with all these things you need to know about Port Angeles High School. Winter is transforming into spring, and let's get to another Rider News episode.
As you know, last week's episode had our new segment known as SEL. We are lucky to have great counseling here at PAHS. This week, Paul Kelly is back with another great SEL segment. We hope you enjoyed the breathing exercises he did last week.
Every week, Paul Kelly will have a different exercise for you students to do if you need to. SEL is a great segment if you need to just breathe. It gives you advice and different ways to breathe if you have a test or some sort of school assignment. Let's go and see what Mr. Kelly has in store for us.
Hi everyone, this is Paul Kelly from the College Success Foundation with this week's SEL tip from the counseling department. Last week we worked on some basic breathing techniques, and this week we're going to crank it up to level 2 with a slightly more complex breathing technique. It involves counting. We're going to count to slightly higher numbers. It's called 7-8-4 breathing, wherein we're going to breathe in for 7 counts, hold for 8 counts, and then exhale over a 4 count. Let's go ahead and give it a try. So again, good posture, feet on the ground. You can be standing or sitting. Go ahead and check your alignment here with that cord coming out of the crown of your head. You can breathe into your stomach. You can breathe into your chest. So breathe with me. We'll do this 3 times. In on 7 counts, hold it for 8, and out on 4 counts. All right, here we go. Okay, so that was more slow or slower and more deliberate than last week's breathing. Turns out it's pretty hard to count on your fingers and breathe at the same time. Give that one a try.
Thank you, Paul Kelly, for another SEL exercise. As you know, our girls basketball team is having a tremendous season, and us Rough Riders are always there to support them.
That's a great way to show off our girls basketball team, Ruby. The girls have only lost 1 game this season, and we have a great segment to let you know all about the Lady Rough Riders. So let's not hesitate and get right into it.
Perfect. Well, that's a great question. No Port Angeles girls team has ever won state. The best team that was here was 1986, and they were second. I think only 4 or 5 teams have ever trophied out of PA and in a state tournament over 42 years of state tournaments for girls. So we don't really talk about state titles unless we've been there the year before and we trophied, and now we're going back with roughly the same team. And I think those people can talk about winning the state title, and there's very few teams in the state. Our goal is just to get to state and then survive day by day and talk about a title when we get to day 4. That would be the time to talk about a state title. When we haven't trophied as a program since 2001, that's what we probably need to be talking about first. And then a state title would be great sometime. But very few teams really plan to get there, since it's only one out of 64. You're hoping to get to the big dance in Yakima and then play your best basketball while you're there and see what happens.
How long have you been playing, and do you plan on keep playing?
I've been playing since the 2nd grade, and I plan on playing through onto college.
How did you get into basketball?
I started out playing Y-ball, and my brother played basketball, and I thought it was cool, so I played it.
Who is your role model and why?
Kyrie Irving, because I think he's cute.
How's the season going, and how are you doing?
The season is going pretty good. We've lost some games we should have won, but we're doing really good overall, and I'm doing okay this season.
I've been playing since I was 6, and yeah, I do probably till college.
How did you get into basketball?
My mom made me because she was a coach and she wanted me to play.
Who's your role model and why?
I don't have anyone. Like, I don't know.
How is the season going, and how are you?
Season's going. That's all I can say about that. Yeah.
Making a segment on the girls' basketball team is a great way to give you information on them. We are so lucky to have teachers that enjoy doing the bridge building competition and giving students the opportunity to do so.
As you know, every year Rough Rider students participate in a bridge building competition and compete against other schools. We got the opportunity to get a close look on what the bridge building is all about.
My name is Mr. Derek Johnson. I teach physics in 9th grade integrated science. This is actually our 20th year of participating in the American Society of Civil Engineers engineering, their popsicle stick bridge contest. How many competitions have we won? It's a stiff competition, so we haven't won out of 20 years. We win every few years, but we always are really strong competitors, so we may not take first, but last year we took second and third and maybe even fourth. Where is the competition held? It's held at the Museum of Flight in February, and we go there and compete against schools from around the Puget Sound area. Bridge building is an outreach program from the American Society of Civil Engineers, and the challenge is to build the strongest and best looking bridge out of only popsicle sticks and white Elmer's glue, which is way harder than it might sound. The limitations on the bridges are this year they can't be more than 350 grams, which is less than a pound, and they have to span 26 inches, so over 2 feet. And our bridges will probably hold somewhere from 300 to 500 or more pounds. The only supplies that are allowed for the competition is popsicle sticks and white Elmer's glue. There's absolutely nothing else you can use. One of the positives about the bridge building experience is that the students get to work with 5 different civil engineers from the community that actually are practicing engineers, and the kids get to work with them every Wednesday after school for about 2.5 months. They also get to experience an actual design process where you design, prototype, test, until it fails, redesign, so you go through a kind of a more realistic cycle of engineering and design. I am actually the facilitator of the Bridge Building Club. I really just facilitate the interactions between the engineers and the students and try to coordinate and make things happen. So I feel like it's a privilege for me to be able to help make this opportunity possible for the kids. Our greatest success story might be, we had a student, his name is Garrett Lumens, and he built a bridge that held 922 pounds, and actually he went on and to school, and he is actually now an architect. We have other students that have gone on and become civil engineers, but that's not really the purpose of the competition. We don't expect people to do that, but it's been exciting to see the kinds of things that students have gone on to do. Our local engineering firms offer a $500 scholarship to every member of the winning team. This means the best bridge from Port Angeles. This is completely separate from the prizes of the competition. So if your team has the best bridge, is judged by our 5 engineers, every member of your team gets $500. Second place is $300 for every team member, and third place is $200 for every team member. We have a great turnout this year for the bridge building competition, and I just hope that it's a worthwhile and fun activity for all the students that choose to devote their time to this.
That sounds like a lot of fun. We hope you do great in the competition. Every episode we ended off with either a challenge, student spotlight, question of the month, or a pop quiz. And this episode we are giving you the challenge of the month. The challenge is who can eat the spicy noodles the fastest. We have a student from each class that are timed to see who can eat the noodles the fastest. Let's see who wins this one.
This is T-Sham. I'm a senior, and this is the Spicy Ramen Challenge. You're not even hot. Has a little.
Hello, I'm Alex Delgado. I'm a junior, and this is the Spicy Noodle Challenge.
I'm Kira, I'm a freshman, and this is the Spicy Noodle Challenge, so I'm just gonna start. Oh, it's not so bad. Oh, never mind. No. I don't think I can do it. I think I'm about to cry. I'm crying. Does this count? Am I good?
I'm Josh Howitz, I'm a sophomore, and this is the Spicy Noodles contest. So cool.
Thank you for tuning in on this brand new episode of Rider News. Be sure to watch next week's video for more upcoming events and information you should hear about. Also, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to catch all our latest episodes as soon as they come out. Not to mention live sports broadcasts and more. We look forward to seeing you again next week from a new spot here on campus.